Good evening, everybody. This is the Third Horseman. It is currently 4:30 a.m. on. Let's see here. It is Sunday. Sorry, I'm tired. My mind is frizzled here. What is it? July. There we go. Okay, Sunday, July 14th, 2024, 4:30 a.m. All right. I'm ashamed to say this. I'm Gen Z. I don't look like it. I know. Big ass beard. Fucking smoking cigarettes all the fucking time. I pack every 2 days. I sure as hell don't act like a Gen Z. Which is surprising. You know, I was raised by Gen X. My mom was a Gen X. Born 1976. She's actually also a bicentennial. Because, you know, America was founded in 1776, and almost exactly 200 years later, my mom was born. So bicentennial Gen X. Anyways, I act more like her, so I'm like way, way separated from Gen Z. I feel ashamed for my generation. Because y'all motherfuckers are just fucking stupid, alright? Most of you don't even know what a landline is. Like, oh my god, I was born in 2001. I grew up with landline, like the phone on the wall, landline. A TV with a tube in it. Make a humming sound when you turn it on. TV would go to static at midnight. Grew up with a computer that weighed 80 pounds. The monitor and the screen were the same thing. I grew up with AOL, for fuck's sake. I mean, it changed really quick after I was born, but still, I was alive when AOL was being used in the household that I was in. Anyways, main point of this video. I'm siding with Gen X right now. I have for a long time. You know, most of my friends are like between 20 and 40, maybe even 50 years older than me. Actually, no, my oldest friend is 96. My second oldest friend is 86. See what I'm talking about? Like, my second oldest friend, you know, he's like 86. Well, actually, hang on. He was 85, well, 84 when I met him. He turned 85 in July. No, June. And that was maybe 3 years ago, so like 88. Right? 2020? 2021? 2 years ago? No, yeah, that's for 3 years ago. So he'd be 88. He was born in 1935. I resonate more with Gen X and some millennials. But I'm embarrassed and ashamed for my generation, the Gen Zers. And granted, I was right at the beginning of Gen Z, but still, What does Gen Z have to blame Gen X for? Y'all dumbasses were raised by millennials, first off, most of you. And, well, yeah, most Gen Z and Gen A, Gen Alpha, whatever, raised by millennials. And I'm surprised at the number of Gen Zers that were raised by Gen X parents, like myself, that didn't turn out anything like me. I mean, how many 22-year-old, Gen Zers prefer to listen to, like, ZZ Top or The Police over, I don't know, whatever shitty bands are out there now, like, I don't even fucking know any names of new bands. I don't know. Put it between Taylor Swift and ZZ Top. I'm picking ZZ Top 100% of the time. I know Taylor Swift isn't a band, but what the fuck ever. I don't know any other new band names. I listen to shit from like the time of Angie Sisters and like the Ink Spots to maybe like mid 80s around Metallica time when they were starting out. Maybe some 90s stuff, but not too much. Yeah, like basically what I'm saying is I am more Gen X than I am Gen Z or Millennial. And personally, I got nothing against Gen X. I don't know why Gen Z is saying Gen X fucked up the country for us. Um, like, I get the whole, like Gen Z doesn't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of their life. They're not blue collar. I get that. Most of them aren't. Then you got Gen Z people like me, few and far between. Like I'm going to LCC, Lansing Community College. I'm trying to get in to do the welding program, get a skilled trade, because I want to end up doing. Well, my ultimate goal is saturation diving, but I want to get at least 15 to 20 years of underwater welding under my belt before I move on to saturation diving. I have my retirement planned out, for fuck's sake. What Gen Z has their retirement planned out? Like, I haven't even gone to college yet. And I'm going to do 4 years of the welding program. And then when I get out of college, I'm going to do another 4 years working for a company, preferably out of state, in a much colder state as well, like Montana, northern Montana, or maybe Wyoming or Vermont. That'd be nice. Anyways, so I'm going to work for another company, out of state preferably, for 4 years to get my journeyman card. Once I have my journeyman card, I will, because I'm going to just devote my time to welding for those 4 years. But after I get my journeyman card, I'm going to start devoting my time more towards like diving classes so I can get my diving license and be certified for deep sea. And then I'm going to move on to get my commercial diving license, which I need a diving license and a commercial diving license, as well as a journeyman card to work on an oil derrick in the middle of the Atlantic. Or Pacific, doesn't really matter, I don't care. And then like 15, 20 years of that, and then I'll move on to saturation diving. It's preferred that you have welding experience, but it's not required for saturation diving. But like, I even have like I think it's like 20 hours a week for welding underwater on an oil derrick, middle of the ocean. Qualifies you for between $425,000 yearly before taxes. And saturation diving is like, starts you out like high six figures, like 500 and what was it like? No, yeah, yeah, it was like $540,000 yearly. Starting out can go up to $960,000 yearly before taxes, of course. So like, I have my retirement planned out after that as well. I plan on saving as much cash as I can and putting it into like a 401k and all that, you know, like put most of my paychecks into a 401k. And then after I do that, whatever money I have left in my checks after putting whatever percentage into a 401k, putting it into like some kind of a safe keep away or whatever, like, a safe underground or some shit like that. I don't really trust the banks. I'm more of a money in my mattress type of guy, literally. um, so basically saving for my retirement as well as putting money into a 401k for my retirement, so I'll have like little extra cash on the side when I do finally retire. And like doing underwater welding for 15, 20 years and then like maybe another 10, 15 saturation diving. Because diving for long periods of time, it ages you.